I'd like to start by asking all of you a question. How did you travel to UCL today? I'd like you to remember your journey. Which modes of transport did you take? How long did your journey take? What impact did your journey have on your physical and mental health and on your well-being? And what impact did it have on the environment? Our daily moves have a profound impact on the way we live, on our societies, and on our environment. And in many societies, this mobility has been translated into high levels of car use and motorized mobility. Now, experts and policymakers across the world have now recognized that car-oriented urban development, or urban development highly reliant on car use, lead almost invariably to a range of very severe unwanted side effects. Think about the high levels of road accidents, or the rising levels of obesity levels linked to the lack of physical activity in cities. But also think about the continuously rising greenhouse gas emissions that are generated by car trips in cities. Or a range of other issues such as community severance issues in neighborhoods, urban sprawl linked with high levels of energy use, and inequalities issues when groups of people do not have the same access to opportunities. This car-oriented development affects the life of billions of local citizens across the world. Now, very often, car-oriented development are correlated with growing GDP growth. So, in other words, as cities become wealthier, car use levels tend to increase. But the good news is that we now know that cities can be prosperous and can rely on sustainable transport systems. In fact, high levels of car use leads to congestion, and that causes billions of pounds in affected countries and cities. Our project, Transitions to Sustainable Mobility, TSUM, aims to identify the conditions under which sustainable mobility pathways can be accelerated in Global South cities. Why in Global South cities? Well, it's because in the Global South, hundreds of cities are currently rapidly growing, and they have a wonderful opportunity to embark on more sustainable development path. We propose to initially work with two case study cities, Maputo, capital of Mozambique, and Freetown, Sierra Leone, capital of Sierra Leone. These two cities really are at a turning point, at a crossroad. They are low-income cities with low level of car use. The majority of the population either walk, use collective transport, or cycles. But of course, not always by choice. And the issue is that those two cities, like many other similar cities, face rapidly rising level of car use. They are representative of hundreds of cities across the Global South that really are at this point of their development where they can still make choices that will allow them to avoid repeating the mistakes that many other high-income cities have been making and are now trying to reverse. In the context of our projects, we are applying for large grants in collaboration with our partners in the two cities in order to initiate innovative, evidence-based and participatory governance processes in collaboration with a range of actors across sectors to identify the potential for those cities to create alternative, sustainable and inclusive urban mobility development path. I'll invite you to have a look at our poster. It's the last one on the left-hand side over there. Please come and have a chat with me if you would like more information or if you would like to contribute to the project. We'll be organizing a workshop later in June. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.